The former president set to headline the industry's annual conference in Nashville next week. Our next guest thinks Trump's endorsement of Bitcoin will give an even bigger boost for the space.
The assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump at a campaign rally in Pennsylvania on July 13 has upended the 2024 US presidential election race. Trump narrowly avoided serious injury after being shot in the ear, with a 50-year-old man killed and several others injured in the attack. That and his running mate JD Vance, his pro-crypto stance, which is quite recent, makes you ask, what would crypto regulations look like in the future? In order to answer that, let's begin with a question. Can you name the man who single-handedly became one of the most hated guy in crypto? Well, there are many. But how about the head honcho himself, the ultimate regulator with a Thanos complex, the one and only Gary Gensler? In this video, we will compare crypto regulations in the Trump and Biden era and a strong possibility of post-Gensler SEC in favor of Web3. So, who is Gary Gensler? Gary Gensler is the current chair of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. It was appointed by President Joe Biden on February 3, 2021. Gensler holds both a bachelor and master's degree from Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania. He began his career at Goldman Sachs, eventually becoming a partner in mergers and acquisition and co-heading finance. During the Clinton administration, he served as the Assistant Secretary of Treasury and Undersecretary of the Treasury for Domestic Finance. He also advised U.S. Senator Paul Serbanz in drafting the Serbanz-Oxley Act of 2002. Gensler chaired the U.S. Commodities Futures Trading Commission, better known as CFTC, from 2009 to 2014. Look at the timeline here, just after the 2008 financial crisis. He was overseeing significant reforms in the swaps market, which was valued at $400 trillion US. So, qualifications, network, experience, everything checks just fine. Yet, is there anything sinister at play? As the SEC chair, Gensler has focused on supervising cryptocurrency obsessively. He was combating insider trading, managing money market funds, and overseeing special purpose acquisition companies, better known as SPACs. So, when did things get darker? Enter SEC versus Ripple. The SEC versus Ripple lawsuit is a notable case involving the classification of XRP as a security. The SEC claimed that the XRP is a security because it was used to fund Ripple's platform, which facilitates money transfers for retailers. Ripple, however, argued that XRP is not a security, and the SEC never warned or notified them that the XRP could be classified as a security. The SEC alleged that Ripple raised funds by selling XRP tokens in unregistered security offerings to investors in the United States and worldwide. Additionally, Ripple offered billions of XRP in exchange of non-cash services like market making and labor. The lawsuit also accused Ripple's executives on engaging in personal unregistered XRP transactions, which was worth around $600 million US. So some serious accusations over here. Now, Ripple has claimed a major victory in the case in the recent years, with Judge Sarah Netburn refusing SEC's request to review the shielding of documents connected to a June 2018 lecture given by William Hinman, who was then the director of the SEC. The ruling could significantly alter the outcome of the case and potentially impact the future of SEC charges against crypto companies for sales of unregistered security. The Trump-era SEC did make significant regulatory moves in the cryptocurrency space. although these were primarily driven by the actions of appointed regulators rather than direct policy initiatives from President Trump himself. So here are some key pointers. The SEC under the Trump administration focused on regulating ICOs, which were often seen as unregistered security offerings. The SEC's stance was that the ICOs could violate security laws, and it encouraged companies to seek guidance from the SEC if they had questions about their offerings. Then the SEC created something called a FinHub, a division specifically focused on distributed ledger technology and other financial technology projects. The division was led by Madam Valerie and aimed to provide regulatory clarity for emerging technologies like blockchain. Despite the SEC's initial rejections of numerous Bitcoin ETF applications, there was renewed hope of approval in 2021. This shift indicated a potential softening of the SEC stance on cryptocurrency-related products. Now, the CFTC under the Trump administration approved the entrance of crypto derivative products in the US, creating a regulated trading experience where institutions could participate easily. This included the launch of cash-settled Bitcoin futures and physically settled Bitcoin and Ether futures. Now, the Trump administration's regulatory approach was generally friendly towards crypto even back then, with regulators like Chris Giancarlo, nicknamed the Crypto Dad, who advocated for a light touch regulatory framework. This environment allowed for significant growth in the crypto market, despite President Trump's personal skepticism about cryptocurrencies back then. Now it's quite positive, at least on camera. The Trump-era SEC chairmen were Jay Clayton from May 4, 2017 to December 23, 2020, and Michael S. Piowar, acting from August 15, 2013 to July 6, 2018. Jay Clayton led SEC efforts to crack down on initial coin offerings and stated that he believes that vast majority of crypto tokens and securities should be regulated as such. However, he also advocated for accommodating truly stable coins in the financial system. Michael Piowar, in contrast, has been more critical of the SEC's approach to crypto under Chair Gary Gensler. He has said Congress should determine how security laws apply to digital assets and has called for more regulatory clarity. So, while both oversaw SEC actions related to crypto during the Trump era, Clayton took a more aggressive enforcement stance, while Piowar has advocated for a more balanced approach with clearer rules set by Congress. So the million-dollar question is, or rather I say trillions of dollars question is, who is next on line? So here's a concise list of potential SEC chair candidates if former President Trump is re-elected. Well, we have Jay Clayton, we have Michael S. Piowar, we have Hester Pierce, Elad Roseman, Brian Kunstins. These individuals have been associated with the Trump administration. It could be this, or it could be the Crypto Dad himself. Who knows? The next one in line. Let us know in the comment section down below.